Yes, let's start with the question answers. Who will give me the answer of first question? A part. Yes, 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 tell. Hmm. 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 Good. Anybody else? Gibran? Gibran, are you there? Okay, so the little girl, this is the story. It's very heart-touching story, an inspirational story you can say about a poor girl who remains strong even when she faced negligency, and it was terribly cold and clear dark on the last evening, and she was suffering, and the snow was falling fast. So in that cold and darkness, a poor little girl with the bare-headed and naked feet. So this was the story of a poor girl. Okay. Then second question. Bring out the irony in the statement. Lights were shining in every window, and there was a glorious smell of roast goose in the street. This one, Umara ma'am, I don't know. She was there. She was taking class. We will enable this or we will mute. Enable waiting. I'm muted, and they will come. Yes, Ashwin. So it means it was New Year's Eve. So everyone is celebrate this Eve. So the little girl, what she was thinking, she was not like to think of anything else except the New Year's celebration because that there was the celebration of New Year. So we can say the lights were shining in every window. Here it means the glorious smell of the roast goose in the street in the second line, and shining in every window means it was the New Year's Eve. So everyone is celebrating this Eve. So the little girl is also thinking about the imagination of the Christmas Eve. Okay. Yes, this you have to write. Now see, the Little Match Girl is one of the saddest fairy tales of Anderson discuss. Okay. So can you discuss it? Hmm. Boys, how we can say that? Just listen my question. Just listen my question first. This is the story. Is one of the saddest fairy tales of Andersen discuss. How can you say that this is the saddest fairy tale? Yes, very good. Who is giving this answer? The society or section of society? Who is giving this answer? Just now? Tell me your name, beta. Who has given? Shiva, very good. Here you have to explain the saddest thing, which is related to the society, section of society at that time, Victorian age, which I have already discussed in the classroom. Very first, he shows, poet wants to show the story of an underprivileged section of society, how she was living, and through a small girl who is selling matchstick on a cold winter night. Okay, here you have to explain the condition of a girl. From where she is belonging? She is belonging from the very poor, privileged section of society, backward society, conservative society, you can say. Okay, clear? Clear? Okay. Now let's come to set second. Is there any trace of humor in the story, The Little Match Girl, written by Hans Christian Andersen? Means you have to explain the trace humor. Means what is the humor in the story, which create the interesting elements in the story? How can you say? Hmm. Hmm. Yes. This is not the full answer. You have to trace the humor in the story. Means you how she was feeling. Yes, yes. Tell me. Humor is not in this story. How can you say that? Which is strange. This I want to ask only. These sort of things, you can say that these are the humor in the story. Nothing else in the story, but these sort of things you can say because she was feeling cold and hungry. She was afraid of going back to her home as her father would beat her. So, for not being to sale matches, so it is the painful situation when she sees the vision of the Christmas tree and roast and everything, her grandmother. And so these are the things which are most dear to her. Okay, these are the humor in the story. Okay, now B question. Gibran, read question number B. Read question number B. Gibran, are you there? Read question number. Yes. How does the magical try to desperately to shield herself against the cold wind? What is the meaning of this question? Very good. How she is trying to shield herself against the cold wind. Yes. Give me the answer. Mm-hmm. Tell. Mm-hmm. For warm. So the little girl, you can say, the huddled in heap in a corner formed by two houses. Yes, in a corner formed by two houses. Then she stuck the little legs underneath herself. Yes, yes, yes. Then she stuck the mat against the wall. Yes, then she stuck the mat against the wall to escape the cold. Okay, who will read question number C? Yes, this is the story by Hans Andersen is a curious blend of fact or fantasy. Do you agree? Yes, yes, we agree with this point. Like writer has blended this realism because this is reality with fantasy in the story, you can say. So the poor match girl tries to save herself from the cold wind by stucking the matches on the wall. So you can say this is the realism or fantasy in the story. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the set third. What happens when the match girl scratches the first stick on the wall? Hmm. And what does it signify? This, hmm. Yes, it had a warm, bright flame like a tiny candle when she held her hand over it and it spluttered and burned. And what does it signify? Yes. Let's move on to question number B. What is the girl's experience when she strikes the match stake for the second time? What is the significance and what she sees? What happened second time? Second, see strengths. You have to write these answers. First, listen me. You have to write these answers. These visions. These are the first, second, third. What happened? The stake on the wall. So you have to start your answer with first vision, second vision, and third vision. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. B is your second vision. Second is your second vision. No need to write, but you should know about the vision. This I am asking. I am saying in B1 you have to write the second vision because what is the significance means you have to write the significance because this is very important. Second vision is very important. So you have to write second vision. No need to write in third or first. Okay, because this is the experience when she strike the match stick for the second time. So second vision is that she was sitting under the most beautiful Christmas tree. Uh, what she had never seen such a huge, beautiful Christmas. What? First, she was sitting under the most beautiful Christmas tree. No, the third one is the bricks into the wall become the transparent, and she can clearly see the dining room. Okay, so the girl had never seen such a huge, beautiful Christmas tree. Thereafter, the girl saw a falling star in her mind and was immediately taken to the image of her grandmother. And the third one, what is the girl's experience when she strikes the third match and how can we interpret her fantasy that follows? You have to write the fantasy also in this question. The imagination. Imagination of what? Image. Image of her grandmother. Hmm? The image of the grandmother. Dreams, kindness, love, affectionate dreams of her grandmother. So she struck another match. So against the wall, so it lit and the brightness, and her old grandmother appeared before her. So this is the beaming love and kindness. Okay. So have you done all the question answers of this poem? Yes. Okay. So today I will post it on the app that you have to submit your work. Okay. So shall we start? So shall we start new poem? Time is there. Yes. So we can start the new chapter. What? No. Who is saying no, ma'am? Who is saying no, ma'am? The Patriot, page number 120, chapter number, poem 8, about Robert Browning. Yes. Chapter we have discussed now already, beta. From poem, one poem we have discussed and one chapter we have discussed. Now we have to discuss poem 8 now. The Patriot. Seven, seven chapter we have discussed only, also, na? I know why the caged bird sings. We have discussed already this poem. And question answer, this is done. 8 chapter is done. Sorry, 7 chapter is done. Yes, now we have to start 8 poem. Okay, so can anyone read this poem quickly? Yes, yes, poem about author and poem. Yes, yes. So, the Robert Browning, no, no, was a famous poet of the Victorian age. Okay, this poem is written in the form of a dramatic monologue. What is dramatic monologue? You know about the word dramatic monologue? This is the poem in the form of a speech or narrative by an imagined person, that is dramatic monologue. So the speaker recalls exactly a year ago he had been led down this very street with crowds of people cheering him and scattering roses in his path. He was a hero and he was being welcomed by his adoring fans. A year later, he has been tried, convicted, and is being led away to be put to death. How short is public adulation and memory? How fickle is praise and glory? A year ago, roses, and now from today. So, this is the contrast between the year ago, before, and what is happening at this time. So, he is left with nothing but shame and death. So the poem, this is the optimism, means Browning's own philosophy is there, like gods in his heaven, all rights with the world. Like everything can happen in your life. Is it true? So the patriot believes that it is God who will reward him according to your true merits. So, The Patriot is a dramatic monologue in which the main character is talking to himself in a dramatic manner. The outer scene of the indifferent people is vividly felt. The dramatic opening arrests our attention at once. Means, what is the opening line? It was roses, roses all the way, with myrtle mixed in my path like mad. The house roof seemed to heave and sway. The church spires flamed, such flags they had a year ago on this very day. When the patriot is being led to the gallows, we feel how cruelly he is being treated. The presence of those fling stones at him felt. Means you can imagine the what is the feeling of the patriot, means the contrast the pictures you can see the whole poem is describe the past with the present, means the past of welcome of the patriot is contrast with his present plight, what is happening in the present with him. So he is led to the gallows of rain with his forehead bleeding from the stones. So the spirit of the hero, you can say. So patriot recalls how he was welcomed a year ago when he came back after his grand victory. His path was strewn with fragrant roses. Here it is showing in the first stanza. It was roses, roses all the prey. Myrtle, myrtle means a sweet smelling flower. So his path was strewn fragrant roses, means the symbol of love. When you give something to your loved one, so that is the smell of smelling flower, means the symbol of love. It means you are giving the symbol of love. So people were mad in their zeal and their enthusiasm. The church towers blazed with victory flags, but the scene has drastically changed after a year. How? We will read. Now who will read second stanza? Yes, read. Yes, this is the whole atmosphere of with the sound of church bells rung in the honor of the hero. Have you seen any hero? The crowd surged with joy. The patriot appreciated like the enthusiasm of the people. So if he had demanded from them something impossible, like the sun from the sky, so they would have granted him. They would have asked him what else he desired. Such was the time just a year ago. It is the meaning of broke into a mist with bells, means church bells rung to welcome the patriot. And rocked means shook. What is the meaning of shook? Can anyone tell? What is the meaning of shook? S-H-O-O-K. S-H-O-O-K. Students? Yes, what? Repeat. Uh, rocked means shook. And what is the meaning of shook? Past form of shake. And can anyone tell what is shook? So it was shook and repels. Repels means something that is not attractive, which is hateful. Yes, which is hateful. And yonder means that in that Victorian age, we were writing like this: yonder that. Hello, am I audible? Yes, yes. This is the dialect form in Victorian age, yonder, which means that. What else? What else means? What else he desired? Means what else the patriot he desired? Yes. Can anyone explain this paragraph? Who will explain this paragraph? First of all, you have to mute yourself. Yes, second one paragraph. Hmm. 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 Everything changed. So such was the time just a year ago. Now, third paragraph. Who will read third stanza? Yes. Had I said God folk, mere noise repels means what is repels? Repels means something that is not attractive, hateful. Means what was the thing what which was attracted or which was hateful? Means the old walls rock with the crowd and cries. Had I said good folk, mere noise repels means there was the noise of the pupil which repels something that is not attractive, hateful. And but give me your sun from yonder skies means that skies means give something from sun that skies. They answered, and afterward what else means what else will come, what else he desired means everything is there. What else he desired? Now what is third stanza? Who will read? Yes. Okay, read. Yes, continue. Yes, yes, continue. Now here is run. Alack, it was. What? Yes. The patriot says that he tried to do the impossible for the pleasure of his admirers. He did his best. He did whatever he could do for his countryman. So, but what reward had he got? Is this the reward he is getting from this pupil? In a sad tone, the patriot feels that people have forgotten all that he did for them. Means he is saying about to himself that he tried to do the impossible for the pleasure of the admired, but he did his best. He did whatever he could do for his countryman, but what reward had he got? What reward he got? What reward he got? What this line signifies: this very day now a year is run. He forgetting after a year. Yes. He is directly saying to the pupil, to the crowd, to the pupil that as the patriot, it's not I. He tried to do the impossible for the pleasure of the admirers. Yes, what he got means alak means alas. Left at the sun means tried to do the impossible things to give it my loving friends to keep. Now means nothing. Harvest, reward. Harvest means whatever you will get, whatever you will get there as a reward. Okay. What I rap means this every day. Now a year is run. So this the people have forgotten all that he did for them. He's trying to say in this stanza. Okay. Clear? Now fourth one. Yes. Scaffolds. So in the fourth stanza, as the patriot, what is being led is it is the led to the gallows. He finds no one. What is the meaning of gallows? What is the meaning of gallows? Yes, gallows are the place where the criminals hang. So he finds no one on the house roofs to bid him farewell. Only a few crippled persons sitting at the windows are watching him. Most of the people have gone to the Shambles Gate. Shambles Gate means the gate leading to the place of execution, or are quite near the scaffold to have the best view of his execution. He finds no one on the house roofs to bid him farewell. Only a few crippled persons were there at the windows and they were watching him. Because of the pupil, most of the pupil have gone to the Shambles Gate, are quite near to the scaffold to have the best view of his execution. Why poet is thinking about this? I'm not able to listen anyone's voice. I am asking this as the patriot is the led to the gallows. Okay, so why he is finding no one on the house roofs to bid him welcome? When he will be hanged. Yes, most of the people have gone to the Shambles Gate. Yes, because a few persons, because a few persons afflicted with paralysis. Means a parasite few means who are not able to come at the Windows set. For the best of the site means only few persons all allow. Okay, at the shambles gate, or better yet, means by the very scaffold's food. Only few will come at the gate of the execution. Means that is shambles gate. Shambles gate. Okay. Yes. Repeat. Repeat. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, he is thinking about the punishment at the shambles gate, and they will people will come, and but the very scaffold's food means they will come as a patriot. He is thinking about the being led to the gallows. He finds something else.